It's the awards where Model of the Year is awarded. It's the awards where Fashion Designer of the Year is awarded. It's the awards where Central C got kicked out of last year because he was wearing a Puma tracksuit. It's basically like the Ballon d'Or, but for fashion. So come with me to the British Fashion Awards. So from someone who is outside the industry, you probably just see people going to events and you're like, oh, you went to the event, congrats, that's really cool. The event must have invited you. But it doesn't actually work like that. Basically what happens is brands buy up tables at the event and then they then get to choose who they invite off the back of that. And the process of getting invited is the most complex thing in the entire world, because basically they will invite you, which, you know, is brilliant, and then they have to go through a whole internal selection process to check that, well, you're not going to embarrass the brand that's invited you, right? So when my manager told me this morning that I'd been invited, that wasn't really being invited. That was just the brand saying, we'd love to take James, but now we've got to do the whole review process. But the problem is, the time is now 3. The red carpet opens at 6, which you'd be like, oh, that's fine, you've got 3 hours. Well, I haven't sorted out what I'm wearing because I haven't had time to reach out to any brands. I then have sorted out makeup with Tom Ford, but again, I don't even know if I'm going to have time to get there because I've then got to get to the Covent Garden, then I've then got to get to the hotel. And then on top of that, we've then also got the issue of hair, which you might be like, oh, James, just style your hair as is. But I haven't had time for a haircut, so I'm not exactly loving how my hair looks at the moment. And also, because I don't know what I'm wearing, I then don't know how to style my hair, and I'm going to have to take everything into London, which is an hour and a half away. And then on top of that, once I then get to the venue, I've then got 45 minutes to then get from the hotel to the BFAs. So effectively, I've got 45 minutes to sort out what I'm wearing, what I'm doing with my hair, what I'm doing with my makeup, and to sort everything else out, which, to be honest, you know, will be fine, and I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, the opportunity to even be invited in the first place is monumentous for me personally, but it's going to be a little bit stressful, so bear with. If everything goes wrong, I still have this Armani suit that I own to wear this evening, so we might be wearing this. But in the meantime, the time is now 10 to 3, and my manager's just sent me a text to let me know that he will let me know by 3. Okay, well, it's now 3 o'clock. No news. I am definitely getting less and less hopeful. You know, in the end of the day, the conclusion that I've kind of come to is that if I don't go, I don't go. I mean, you know, I never anticipated to go anyway. So even to have a brand reach out and say that they want to take me is an honor, really. Regarding everything else, I now have sorted an outfit, which also happens to come with a hat, which is brilliant because that now sorts my hair as well. It looks a little bit like that. It's from Kent and Kerwin, and I think like that is on it. It's sick. There's no real way around it. So I think that is definitely big plus. So I'm feeling a little bit better because I was honestly feeling a little bit self-conscious going into this evening, being so underprepared if I do get to go. But you know, as I say, the time is now definitely ticking, and yeah, we are starting to really run out of time. So okay, my manager's calling. Hello.
Hey. Sorry, this is so stressful. I'm still waiting for them to like confirm it. They're meant to be letting me know.
Right, well, we have everything sorted other than the invite.
Alright, well, I've now been waiting an hour and still no news, so I'm just going to start cracking on with work and then I guess we'll find out. Shit, my manager just called. Hello?
Confirmed.
Oh, it's confirmed?
Yeah.
It's now 4:30. We're an hour and a half late. I've got to get into London. Let's get a move on. I honestly do not think there's ever been a moment in my entire life where I've got ready as quick as that. Makeup, you can't see, it's bloody dark, but I've done my makeup. Slightly chaotic, but should be all under control. We've just got to hope that I make the half pass. The half pass? That's the half pass train. If I make the half pass train, we should be there on time. Things we love to see.
Will be Harlow Town.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever been so grateful to hear the train announcer. If I hadn't made this, I wouldn't have made tonight. Literally. So I basically made this evening by about 3 minutes. Anyways, in the meantime of actually getting on my train and arriving in London, some good news is that all of my outfit and all my clothes that my manager has managed to sort in very short time has arrived at the hotel. The bad news is that the watch that I was meant to be wearing hasn't arrived, which for those of you who don't know is something that's very common for these big events where people get lended watches for this evening. I mean, the whole process for it is absolutely insane. I mean, my manager was sent an entire release form that if I lost the watch on the evening, he would be liable for the entire expense. But I think unfortunately as part of the escort, obviously they can't just send the watch in an Uber to us, because like, well, if they just sent us to watch in an Uber, there's a chance that it could just get stolen, and these things are worth a lot of money. So pretty much I don't think it's going to arrive, because it has to come with like a police escort and all this sort of stuff, which is, yeah, kind of bizarre really. Hotel just to get dressed for 3 minutes. Hi Kiara.
Hello.
This is insane, but it's very long.
It is very long.
It's like a side part. Just
polished or just like...
Yeah, like a schoolboy side part type thing, because it's quite a schoolboy look. Crazy to think that my university student union is literally there. I didn't think I was coming back here anytime soon, that's for sure. This is the longest red carpet I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've absolutely broken I think when I first started, or first did all this stuff, I would have been really nervous for this moment. But like, honestly, like, you know, what will be, you know. I think if there's ever a moment for full circle, and you know, I love a full circle, just before we actually go into the event itself, a point that I kind of want to make is that 4 years ago I watched the show from that building there, from Bite Hall, on looking onto everyone, wondering one day if that would ever be me. And I think that all I can really say is that if you persevere with something, stay consistent, then this is where you end up, you know? And I am grateful for that every day, and grateful especially today. Thank you very much. Right, well, we found my table now. I just need to find my bloody name. Well, it's looking a little bit different to how I remember it last time, but bloody... My goodness, they know how to work a disco ball, that's for sure. This is incredible. I think my favourite part about this so far is just the people watching. Like, presented in front of you is everybody that you've ever seen online. Seeing everyone interact, talk, and actually be real people rather than just people that you see on the internet is fascinating. It's really fascinating. I am really enjoying it.
Huge thanks to Chloe and Hanny for kicking off the show.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm so happy to be back. This is our second year.
Yes.
Everyone looks lovely. I hope you've all enjoyed your canapes, apart from those on a Zenpic. I see you. You look stunning though. What are you wearing? Please welcome A$AP Rocky.
2023, my belt not no BB. Simon says VS and BB. Rag on my head like I beat.
This is surreal right now. This is crazy. It's about fucking time, you know what I'm saying?
We're here tonight to talk about the man and the mystery that is Tom Ford.
Well, that was actually so sick. Time for the after party. Insane. Right, now I've just got to work out how I'm going to be getting home. So, good morning. I am absolutely shattered. However, these summary bits have become to be my favourite part of the vlog, and I want to do it while it's fresh in my mind, so we're going to power through. I mean, less than 24 hours ago, I didn't even think I was going, and then to be thrown into that and have everything work out all at the last minute, I honestly couldn't be more grateful. And you know, last night was honestly something else. I mean, getting to see Blondie perform live was incredible. Getting to see Anna Wintour present an award to Tom Ford being probably my favourite designer of all time, incredible. And you know, all in all, as someone who is not embarrassed in the slightest of the fact that I love people watching, I loved it. You know, seeing that orchestrated chaos as all of these people that probably don't even really know each other but are aware of each other interact all in one small area. I mean, you know, it's a people watcher's dream, really. And then on top of that, and I know I spoke about this a lot yesterday, but to go back to where I graduated less than 2 months ago, to be amongst all of that and to really feel like the hard work that I've put in paying off, I really couldn't ask for much more. And to you at home, you guys are the reason that I get to do this. I have to say thank you. Anyways, in terms of like truly reflecting on last night, I had a conversation with Freya yesterday morning about the ups and downs that university has, and also just both of our lives in general, really. And you know, from an outside perspective, you're probably sat there at home thinking, wow, this guy is really getting everything that he ever wanted, everything that he ever really worked for. But truth be told, even less than 2 weeks ago, I was really struggling with my mental health. It's an ongoing battle. It will be forever an ongoing battle. You know, I really hope maybe one day when I feel really comfortable, we can have a full blown conversation about it, but unfortunately social media is a highlight reel. But the 2 points that I kind of drew from that conversation that we had is that number one, life is pointless without the downs. You know, as the saying goes, failure is the condiment that gives success its flavour. And you know, if you're someone sat at home who's wanting to achieve and goes out every single day and puts in so much graft and has so little reward and you're feeling lost, you know, all I can really say is trust the process, trust your ability, trust in the knowledge that you know that you go to bed every single night absolutely shattered, knowing that you've put absolutely everything into building the dream that could be there tomorrow. Anyways, that is enough drivel for this morning. Massive thank you to Coca-Cola for having me. You made one of my dreams come true. As always, thank you for watching. And yeah, please make sure you like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and yeah, have a lovely day.